Hello y'all on YouTube, this is Rob's Nerdy Knives. Today we have a very special unboxing. This is part 3, I believe, of an 8-part series of unboxing, something coming in from Sever 7. He loaned me a bunch of knives, so looks like we're going to be looking at possibly a We knife. I don't know. Let's take a look. Alright, today we're unboxing part 3 of my 8-part series from Sever 7. I believe we're looking at maybe a We knife here. This is completely different than some of the other ones. We've had some crazy customs and there's still some more to go, but I thought I'd go for something a little more traditional if it is a We knife. I mean, he may be throwing me a curveball. I don't know. Let's see. All right, here we go. Okay. All right, it is a We production. Okay, so this is a production knife, a wheat one. All right, okay. This is the We Acuminal. Okay, I'm gonna have to look that up. I'm not sure if I'm saying that correctly. Give me just a second to look that up. Okay, it is the We Acuminal. I've never heard that word before, and it's exactly as he spelled it. The We Acuminal. It looks like it is a flipper knife. Beautiful. I love this kind of a finish here. Almost looks like a hand satin finish on the titanium scale. And the blade seems to have almost like a hand satin finish as well. I do like that a lot. Love the huge swedge. What we have, like almost, it's a concave, so it almost gives it like a pearlized view. Beautiful anodization around, little touch of blue there and around the pivot, around the back, the hardware as well. We do have a back spacer with a little lanyard loop, a little sharp. We'll have to see how that digs in. That could be problematic. This is my big issue with Giant Mouse right here. It's one of these things. Giant Mouse always has really sharp edges, and this is a beautiful big knife, but nice titanium clip. Let's see here. Not too sharp there. Not too sharp there. That's good. We're looking for all the little touches everywhere. Not really a choke-up position, but plenty of room for my large hand with big meaty fingers. Definitely for extra large, probably double extra large hands with big meaty fingers. So definitely very, very roomy. This is going to be a big knife. Action is beautiful. It is a flipper only. Ooh, that drop buttery shut action is great. Is it dead nut centered? Let's see here. It is. It looks like it's dead nut centered. Might be a hair. No, it's centered. It is centered. It looks like the tip. Let's look at the tip. Yeah. Okay, so this tip is a little longer edge than this one, and that's what's causing it. It's perfectly centered if you look at the center of the blade, but the tip throws you off just a hair. Okay. I don't know if you can see that. So that's just my OCD little noticing things here, but you can always reprofile that edge if you wanted to, you know, if you have a nice sharpener. Let's see here, flipping is really nice, both left and right hand. There's a little spot up here. Ooh, this is really sharp up here. Interesting, interesting. All right. So what is going on in there? Is that caged ceramic ball bearings? Oh, it's just overly sized to kind of accentuate it. All right. And you have a stop pin. Is the stop pin part of the blade? Oh, it is part of the blade. Oh, that's unique. Look at that. It kind of fits into a slot. That's different. That's different. We do have chamfering. There is some little milling there. No cutaway, which is always a disappointment. It's chamfered over here. Big meaty fingers. It's a pretty stiff lock bar, but the action is perfect. It's like one of those things I wouldn't want to mess with because it does have drop shut, but man, getting my big old meaty fingers in there is just uncomfortable. So it's made for thinner fingers, definitely smaller, skinnier, longer fingers. So keep that in mind. If you got big old meaty fingers, and sometimes they start digging in as you have to really squeeze them into a little tight spot, it's going to be tight. It's going to be tight on there. So if that's not an issue, you don't have big old meaty thumbs and stuff, you're not going to worry about it. There is no, oh, wait. I guess I mean, this is a swedge. And somehow, because of the texture of the blade, I can, oh, let me do that again. Let me get down there. I can reverse flick it. Can I do it left-handed? Let's see. Oh, get a little low. Yeah, I guess yeah, it's a little more challenging on the left-hand side here, for sure. Got a frame lock, steel bar insert over travel stop. Let's see here. It is chamfered all the way around, but still pretty sharp edge there. I am not a big fan of the industrial, super edgy, sharp look kind of thing that people do. I get some people really, really dig that. It's nice and rounded up there. We got the little sharp edges there. You know, if that's your thing, this is definitely going to be a knife for you. It's not my thing. I can appreciate the quality of this. It is, let's see here, is it, oh, this is Vanax Super Clean. Get the heck out of here. Okay, that's what makes this one really cool. It's Vanax Super Clean. Dang. Okay, that's nice. That's nice. All right, Vanax Super Clean is definitely something really cool. Great corrosion resistant, pretty good edge retention, but it's a little more challenging steel to work with for a reason, because you get extra out of it, right? It's just really nice as far as that's concerned. So again, the action is fantastic. The flipping is great. Not the best lock bar as far as I'm concerned. That's just really my first impression, is just like, could be a little bit better, right? Just could be a little better. A little cutaway. I get they're trying to look for this symmetrical, clean look on both sides, but you've already got a lock bar there. Unless you were inset liner lock, you know, why not? Why not cut that away? I mean, it's so close to being great. And then soften these edges. I mean, this is going to be uncomfortable. And then back here, you got to sharp. You cannot have really, that's going to dig in. Yeah, so, I mean, my first impressions are it's beautiful. Action is fantastic. Vanax Super Clean, big fan of. I love the finish on here. I think it's fantastic. I think it's absolutely gorgeous. However, so close. All right, so look at here. Good weight relief in here. Yep, extra milling. We've got the screw here. It looks like all T8s all the way around, even there on the lock bar, steel bar insert. I do love that there's a little texture on there. I think it's a nice touch, but that doesn't make up for some of the other things personally, okay? But Vanax Super Clean, that's stinking cool. That is absolutely stinking cool. I'm super excited about that. All right. Blade shape it's pretty sexy. I will tell you that. It is pretty nice looking. So let's take a look at this blade here real quick. Got that big beautiful swedge. I love this finish on here. It is really nice. It is really nice. Yeah. Beautiful drop point on here. I'd call this a drop point. Then we've got this beautiful pivot collar with this concave design, which just gives it a nice touch. Almost looks like an abalone pearl inset, but it's just the shape. But I love the anodized collar there. Again, the finish is extended from the blade over to the titanium scales. I like that minimal We design right there. Nothing here, nothing on the pivot. That's nice. I mean, you know, if you're gonna logo your knife, this is classy. Okay, I hope We does more of this, because this is so subtle, but it's distinctly We. I mean, to me, that's more impressive than putting it everywhere else. And I do love the fact that they do put this right here, like the Vanax right here. Love how small that is. That is just brilliant. Brilliant, brilliant, brilliant. But my only thing with this one, for me to make this an everyday carry, gotta get these corners, these edges. So then we've got back here, no jimping on the blade, which, you know, some people can say is a miss, right? Got a nice backspacer. That is beautiful. But then we've got this lanyard thing. It's just so sharp and edgy. You've got edgy parts down here. And this finish, I would have to have it polished, because I would soften all of this. And I'm not sure it's a little polished down there either, because it's either used a lot or someone softened it already. I suspect it might have been a little edgy down there. I mean, it just looks like it has the potential for that. It's a cool looking lanyard. I'm not gonna lie to you. It's brilliant, but just take that edge off, because that digs in right there. That makes it uncomfortable, especially if you fidget with it a lot. It's just me, my two things. Let's look at that cutout in there. Nice weight relief and everything. This is not super sharp. I like it. It's a nice clean look. The clip is far enough away. There's not gonna be a pocket shredder. Thank you. Thank you. I really do appreciate that. Again, that's a big highlight to me. Vanax is a big highlight. The finish is a big highlight. The blade shape is a big highlight. And then over here, we've got this nice clip. I don't care that it's not hidden hardware. A lot of people, that's a big deal. This is nice. I like it. The clip, very functional. Nice room. Some people are going to say it's too long of a clip. I don't think so, because you can do, you know, I don't know. It doesn't really matter. It's a flipper only. You really don't have anything extra on here, so I don't mind that at all. Up here, this is where it gets interesting. You see there's a little spot where the stop pin is the stop pin or the close pin, and when we open it, it's also the open stop pin. So it fits right in there, and it fits right in there, like two little slots. That's kind of cool. That's kind of cool. I dig that. And then this shape follows along here, kind of complements it. I love the symmetry of that. That is nice. I dig that, and I know that's why some of the edges are sharp. But man, just these little touches right here. Goes from being like a knife that it's bigger, and I could totally get into a knife like this if it wasn't for those edges. That's a killer. It's an ergonomic killer for me. So Definitely would not be one of my favorites. That's my first impression right now, but I like it. I like a lot of things about this, and I would love for them to do something similar to this. Love the finish, Vanax, all that stuff, but just get rid of this super sharp edges, man. And the sad thing is, look at this. It's a nail scraper. That's how sharp they are. It's a nail. I mean, that tells you right there, right? When you can take nails off, I mean, that's like back here. You see that? It's a nail scraper. It's just a bummer, right? It's just such a bummer right there as well. Just such a bummer. Beautiful, beautiful knife. Love everything about it. Now, if you don't care about those edges, that doesn't bother you, you think that's perfectly fine, then this is going to be great. You're going to love this. I think this is going to be absolutely fantastic. I'm just telling you my first impression, things that I look for. I think it's stunning. I think there's a lot of good things here. Again, I really, 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 really want to see this knife with some of those softer edges, just, a little more useful as far as that's concerned. All right, let's get a little thumbnail picture, because it's a beautiful, beautiful silhouette, beautiful shot of this angle right here. I do like this a lot. Yeah, it's a gorgeous knife, very stunning. First impression is very good. Action is absolutely stunning. I love that. Just listen to that right here. Look at this, super nice, right? It's not really the most ideal, but I can, if I get enough texture and low enough, I can flick it. It's a pseudo fidget. This is really primarily a flipper. And I will tell you, flipper's outstanding. It's nice and crisp, nice and crisp. And then the close is nice. It's just this. That's, again, sharp, not really cut away. I wish there was a cutaway here. That's just such a bummer. Personal opinion, just personal opinion. I get for the symmetry and what they're looking for, it might be like a little weird shape, but I don't know, maybe you can just kind of swoop it down and have it kind of like you have a little here and get rid of these edges. Man, I just say that because I'm bummed. I'm really seriously bummed. I like so much about this knife, but it comes so close to being a knife that I would like to own and keep in my collection to a knife that I would absolutely, it drive me nuts. And that's the reality. We'll do a review on this because I suspect I kind of know where it's going to be at, but we'll do a full review, carry it a little bit, and at least around the desk here, and kind of fidget with it and feel it, and how does it work. So we'll get that in there. Got a lot of knives we got to open, unbox, and review. So this is pretty cool. First impressions, not bad. A lot of things I like. A few things I have serious issues with, but that's just my personal aesthetic, right? May not be for you guys, and keep that in mind. If some of these things don't matter to you, don't let my opinion sway you. Get the knife that you love, buy what you love, and love what you buy, right? Collect what you, buy what you collect, and collect what you buy, man. It is your money, your decision, right? But I will tell you, everything else is fantastic. If you don't mind a little edginess here, you don't mind this back here, you don't mind a little stiff lock bar, and you don't have big old meaty fingers, this is going to be a phenomenal knife. But if any of those things matters, just consider it. For me, ergonomics is a very, very huge deal in a purchase of a knife. And those are things that it would be really cool at first. I would like it, but it would not be carried much longer. It would be a catch and release immediately. So I appreciate getting a chance to check something like this out, because I love this new finish. This I want to see more of, right? I really, really like this. I saw somebody recently, one of my channel members and subscribers, Paul I Might, he did some finishing like this on a Chavez, and I loved it. And I really like what they're doing here. Very, very clean, very nice. Really, really cool. That's neat, right? Really cool. So, yeah, neat little knife. Has a lot of potential, I think. A lot of potential. All right, if you found this content fun, interesting, worthwhile, or informative, would you please consider hitting the like button down there? And if you've already hit that like button, maybe consider hitting the subscribe button. Subscribing and liking the channel, it really does help me out. It allows me to produce more content, do more things, ultimately do more things for you guys. So a big thank you. A big, huge appreciation to you guys who watch videos like this, who like, subscribe, people who watch the live stream, part of the live stream, who's just part of the whole community. Thank you. Sincerely, I do appreciate that. Also, a big shout out to, if you haven't already, maybe consider hitting that notification button too down there. You can be notified of future videos like this and other content. And a big shout out, big thank you to all my channel members. I appreciate you guys. You do two amazing things for me, channel members. You encourage me. I do this part-time. So your encouragement means the world to me. Thank you. Secondly, because of your generous support of the channel, you allow me to do things sooner than I thought I could. For instance, I can do a weekly budget banger giveaway, and I really appreciate that. You guys have a big hand in that. Secondly, I can check out knives like this right here. This costs a lot of money to borrow these knives and ship it back. I mean, he lent me probably close to $1,500 in knives. That's not cheap. It's not cheap. probably going to be 60, 70 bucks to ship this one back. All right, that's a whole budget banger giveaway in a week. So there you go. If it wasn't that, I would be giving up giveaways, right? And so thanks to you channel members. You guys are huge. I appreciate you for that. I really do. It means the world to me. And so because of that, I want to do 2 exclusive things for channel members. One, I do for brand new channel members, I want to send you a channel sticker and a thank you note. So if you're a brand new channel member, email me your name and address. I'd love to mail you your channel sticker and a thank you note. That goes for pretty much, as long as you're actively currently a member, you've never asked and received a channel sticker, email me with your name and address. I'd love to mail you a channel sticker and a thank you note. That goes for brand new channel members. No, usually it's 99% of new channel members, but it could be someone who's a member all along, never asked, or someone who was a member and became a member again. Just email me. Name and address. I'd love to mail you a channel sticker and a thank you note. Secondly, for channel members, I would also love to, let you know that once a month I do a channel members exclusive giveaway. Now that's a little bit nicer than the budget banger giveaway. Right, we do a budget banger giveaway each week, but once a month we're going to have that exclusive members only giveaway. So that's when we'll have 2 giveaways. That members, theoretically a member could win both, right? But everyone else who's not a member, you could win one. But members, that's a second giveaway for you guys. Try to make it something definitely above $100 or more, something that I hope you'd want to receive or give as a gift. So if any of that sounds interesting to you, you'd like to be a member, check out the link down below in the description. I have 3 different levels. Would love to have you be a member. Please, please don't ever feel obligated to become a channel member. Do it because you want to, and it's your choice. And if you do, thank you. Thank you. I'm humbled. I'm blown away. I'm grateful. Also, if you haven't already, check me out over on Instagram at robs_nerdy_knives. Again, that's on Instagram at robs_nerdy_knives. Thanks so much for watching. Have a great day and a great week. Bye.